Good afternoon, YouTube friends and family. I'm Raymond.
And I'm Mary.
And you're rolling with the Reebuses. Today, coming to you with another how-to. We got how-tos for you.
So we're going to show you how to move your fifth wheel. Now, some of you may not have heard of this. I didn't either when I was in school or even training with my other company. I didn't realize that you can move your fifth wheel. And what my husband and I found out in this is that if you don't have your fifth wheel in the correct position for your load, you can you might be over. Like we were kept on constantly being over on our steer tires. So we needed to figure out why every load was over a few hundred pounds on our steers, and that was wrong because our fifth wheel was in the wrong position for our load and for what we're carrying. So we're going to show you what needs to be done if you're having this problem. You might have your fifth wheel too far back or too far front. So let's start. So out on the outside of your truck, the only thing that really needs to be done here is making sure your landing gear is down on the floor. Now I do want to mention you can do this with if you have a loaded trailer or if you have an empty trailer. But the key is you do need a trailer. Okay? It doesn't matter if it's empty or loaded, but you do need a trailer. So I'm going to show you, we have our landing gear down. So our landing gear is on the floor. It's all the way down on the floor. So that's going to take the pressure off of our fifth wheel. If we're empty now, so we don't really have much pressure on our fifth wheel. But if we were loaded, it would take off a lot of pressure off of our fifth wheel. Because remember, we want to try to move that. So you can see the fifth wheel slide. Oh, by the way, this is for demonstration purposes only. We're going to show you how to move it, and we're going to move it back because we're in a good position right now. We're in the 7th position, so we're going to move it up 1 or 2 just to show you. But if you see, I'm going to try to point it out to you where the pin is. That right there is the pin. So that's where we're secure in that 7th position. And these are the holes. So we're in the 7th position. We're going to move it up just to show you, like I said, for demonstration purposes. But that's the pin, okay? Now let's go inside the truck to tell you what you got to do inside there. So inside your truck, you are going to want to you want to have your vehicle turned on, obviously. You are going to dump the suspension air. Suspension dump, you see that? So you're going to press that to lower your airbags. And then you are going to hit this button that's a slide, air slide lock. That's going to disengage your pins that I showed you before and allow your fifth wheel to move. As you can see there's like a little arrows. I'm sure you can see that. It's going to allow your fifth wheel to move back or front, depending on what you need to do, which way you need to go. So when you're doing this, when you're going to move this, you are going to release your tractor and leave your trailer engaged. Your tractor brakes, you're going to release the tractor brakes, but leave your trailer brakes engaged. Similar to when you're moving your tandems, that you leave your trailer engaged and you just use your tractor. Also, it bears to mention that if you're doing this by yourself, it's going to be a little more difficult because you're not going to have anybody to tell you stop, you know, you're in the good spot. So you're gonna have to probably play with it a few times before you get it, because it's not the easiest thing in the world to get it. Like if you need to move one notch or so, it's kind of not the easiest thing to do, but it can be done. So I'm gonna go outside now, and I'm gonna have my husband move it so you can see what we're doing. So now my husband is going to move, he's going to dump the air. And you can kind of hear this hissing. That's him dumping the air. Okay. Now he's going to hit the locks to disengage and move. Now one moment. So now the pin is still in position. There we go. If you can see, we're going to do that again. Okay. So there we go. You saw it move. So currently the pin is in number 8. So we want to move it back to number 7. So we're going to move up. See, the pin is in the 7th hole. So now we showed you how you move it and where you know you'll count where you need it. So in our case we need it in the 7th hole, which I just found out, like these, well, not I just found out, but my husband pointed it out to me, was that these tracks are in groups of 3. So from the back, you know, 3, 3, and 3, so you'll be able to count it that way. So we're in the 7th hole. I hope this was very informative for you, and if you need to do it, you'll have at least some idea as to what needs to happen for you to do that.
And if you're still having problems after the fact, send us an email and we'll walk you through it, no problem, anytime, any day. One of us is up around the clock. So
our email, we haven't given it out, but it's just rolling with the Revises at gmail.com. You can hit us up there at any time. Because we team, I'm normally up during the day and he's normally sleeping during the day. However, right now we're waiting on our load, so we're both up right now.
Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, keep rolling.